was supposed to be an ordinary Saturday. 11-year-old Lily Harper had spent the entire afternoon wandering through the forest behind her small hometown of Pine Creek. She loved exploring places other people avoided. While everyone else believed the forest was creepy, Lily thought it was peaceful. That afternoon, the sky suddenly darkened. A strange rumbling echoed across the valley. At first, Lily thought a storm was rolling in. But then she looked up and saw something impossible. A glowing blue object shot across the sky, leaving a trail of bright light behind it. It wasn't moving like an airplane or a shooting star. It zigzagged through the clouds as if it were trying to escape something. Then, a blinding flash lit up the entire forest. The object disappeared behind the trees. A few seconds later, the ground shook beneath Lily's feet. She froze. What was that? Curiosity got better of her. Instead of running home, Lily grabbed her backpack and carefully made her way towards the crash site. The deeper she walked into the forest, the stranger everything became. Birds had stopped singing. The wind had gone completely silent. Even the air felt warmer. Finally, she reached a large clearing. Trees had been flattened in a perfect circle. Smoke drifted into the air. Branches crackled beneath her shoes as she slowly stepped closer. In the center of the clearing lay a metallic object unlike anything she had ever seen. It wasn't a spaceship. It looked more like a silver escape pod, no bigger than a small car. Its surface shimmered with glowing blue patterns that pulsed like a heartbeat. One side of the pod had been torn open. Something had crawled out. Lily's heart pounded. She wanted to leave. Every scary story she'd ever heard flashed through her mind. But then, she heard a soft electronic whimper. It sounded almost frightened. Following the sound, she pushed aside a thick bush, and there it was. A small robot. It stood no taller than her waist. Its body was made of smooth silver metal, scratched and dented from the crash. One glowing blue eye flickered weakly. The other was completely dark. One of its arms hung loose by exposed wires. The robot looked up. For a long moment, neither of them moved. Then the robot slowly raised one hand. Not like it was attacking, like it was asking for help. Lily swallowed hard. You're hurt. The robot tilted its head. Tiny lights blinked across its face. It tried to make a sound. Only broken electronic clicks came out. Lily slowly stepped closer. Every instinct told her to run. Instead, she reached into her backpack. Earlier that morning, her dad had packed her a sandwich. She pulled it out and awkwardly held it towards the robot. The robot stared at the sandwich, then at Lily. Then it gently pushed the food back toward her. Lily laughed nervously. Right, robots don't eat. For the first time, the robot's glowing eye brightened ever so slightly, almost like it understood the joke. Lily carefully examined its damaged arm. She remembered watching her father repair old radios in the garage. Maybe, just maybe, she could help. Using a small screwdriver from her backpack and a roll of tape she always carried for school projects, Lily carefully secured the loose wires back into place. The repair wasn't perfect, but when she finished, the robot slowly flexed its arm. The fingers moved. Its blue eye became brighter. It looked at Lily, then gently placed its metal hand against its chest, a gesture of gratitude. Lily smiled. My name's Lily. The robot touched its own chest. A series of strange symbols briefly glowed across its body. KX7. K7. The robot nodded. Well, I guess we're friends now. For a brief moment, everything felt peaceful. Until a distant helicopter echoed through the mountains. The robot froze instantly. Its eye turned from blue to flashing red. It grabbed Lily's arm, not hard, just urgently, and pointed towards the sky. Several black helicopters appeared above the trees. Their searchlights swept across the forest. Then loudspeakers boomed through the air. Unknown object detected. Search teams are moving in. No civilians are permitted in this area. Lily's eyes widened. They're looking for you. The robot slowly nodded. Its glowing eye dimmed again. Fear. It was afraid. Without thinking, Lily grabbed its hand. Come with me. The robot hesitated, then followed.
Together, they slipped deeper into the forest, just as the first military trucks rolled onto the dirt road nearby. Tramically, soldiers bored into the woods with flashlights, drones, and strange electronic scanners. One officer examined the crash site. The escape pod is here, but the unit is missing. We find that machine before sunrise. Hidden behind thick bushes, Lily held her breath. K7 stayed completely still beside her. A drone buzzed only a few feet away. Its bright searchlight slowly swept across the trees. Closer, closer. Lily covered the robot's glowing eye with her jacket to hide the blue light. The drone paused. For one terrifying second, it seemed to notice them. Then, it flew away. Lily finally breathed again. She looked at K7. We have to get you somewhere safe. The robot looked towards the distant lights of Pine Creek, then back at Lily. It gave a slow nod. Together, the little girl and the alien robot disappeared into the darkness, completely unaware that this was only the beginning of a chase that would change both of their lives forever. Cautiously, by the time Lily and K7 reached the edge of Pine Creek, the sun had already disappeared behind the hills. Lily knew she couldn't take the robot through the front door. Her parents would panic, and someone would call the authorities before she had a chance to explain. Instead, she led K7 to an old tool shed behind her house. It was dusty, forgotten, and hidden at overgrown bushes. No one had been inside for years. This should keep you safe, Lily whispered. K7 scanned the room with its glowing eye before giving a small nod. Just as Lily turned to leave, the robot projected a faint blue hologram into the air. At first it looked like random lights, then the image became clear. It showed a distant star system and a small planet surrounded by two glowing moons. A tiny blue dot blinked on the planet's surface. Then another image appeared, the same escape pod, crashing towards Earth. Finally, a flashing symbol appeared beside a countdown. 72 hours, 0 minutes, 0 seconds. Lily frowned. What does that mean? K7 pointed at the countdown, then towards the night sky. It was trying to tell her something. Urgently. Before Lily could figure it out, a loud voice echoed through the neighborhood. Attention residents of Pine Creek, a government investigation is underway. Please remain indoors and report any unusual activity immediately. Military vehicles slowly rolled down the streets, searchlights swept across houses. The hunt had reached the town. Grim. The next morning, Pine Creek no longer felt like home. Roadblocks stood at every entrance, helicopters circled overhead. Small drones hovered between buildings, scanning everything below. Uneasy. At school, everyone talked about a mysterious object that had fallen into the forest. Some said it was a secret military experiment. Others believed it was an alien invasion. Only Lily knew the truth. Worried. That afternoon, she hurried back to the shed. K7 was weaker. Its blue light flickered every few seconds. The countdown now read, 58 hours remaining. Determined. I have to help you, Lily said. But I don't even know what you're trying to do. The robot projected another hologram. This time, Lily understood. The robot wasn't a weapon. It was a messenger. Its mission had been to deliver something to Earth before the countdown reached 0. If it failed, something terrible would happen. Suddenly, the shed door rattled. Voices. They've searched every house except this one. Lily's heart nearly stopped. Soldiers. She quickly covered K7 with an old canvas tarp, just as the door creaked open. A soldier stepped inside, shining a flashlight around the room. Boxes, old tools, broken bicycles, nothing unusual. The flashlight slowly drifted towards the tarp. Lily forced herself to stay calm. My dad stores junk under there, she said. For a moment, the soldier stared, then lowered his flashlight. Let's move. As soon as the footsteps disappeared, Lily collided toward relief. They had almost been caught. Mysteriously. That night, K7 led Lily back into the forest. Deep beneath the trees stood an enormous stone formation she had never noticed before. The robot placed its hand against one of the rocks. The entire cliff began to glow. Hidden doors silently opened, revealing an ancient underground chamber. In the center stood a strange beacon covered in the same glowing symbols as the escape pod. Tense. K7 walked towards it, but before it could activate the machine, bright flashlights suddenly lit up the forest. Don't move. Dozens of soldiers surrounded them. Helicopters hovered overhead. Commanding. The commander stepped forward. We've been tracking that machine since it entered Earth's atmosphere. He raised his weapon. Step away from it, little girl. Brave. Lily stood in front of K7. No, it hasn't hurt anyone. You don't understand. The commander shook his head. Our orders are to capture it. Emotional. K7 gently placed a metal hand on Lily's shoulder. Then it walked past her. Slowly, peacefully, it raised both hands, showing it wasn't a threat. Dread. For a brief moment, Everything was silent. Then one nervous soldier fired. The energy blast struck K-7 in the chest. The robot staggered backward. Its blue light dimmed. Lily screamed, "Stop!" Epic. Awe. Before anyone could fire again, the ancient beacon suddenly awakened. Brilliant blue energy shot into the sky. The ground trembled. Clouds swirled above the forest. A massive circular portal slowly opened among the stars. Several glowing spacecraft appeared beyond it. The soldiers lowered their weapons in shock. One enormous ship descended silently above the trees. Tender, a beam of light surrounded K-7. The robot turned towards Lily one last time. Its eye glowed brighter than ever. It gently removed a small crystal from its chest and placed it in Lily's hands. Then it gave the same gesture it had made the day they first met, its hand over its chest, a silent thank you. Emotional, Lily smiled through her tears. Goodbye, K-7.
The beam lifted the little robot into the sky. Within seconds, the spacecraft disappeared through the portal. The night became quiet once again. The military never spoke publicly about what happened in Pine Creek. Official reports blamed the strange lights on a weather experiment. Most people eventually forgot. But Lily never did. Years later, whenever she looked at the crystal K-7 had left behind, it would glow softly beneath the stars. And every now and then, a single blue light would streak silently across the night sky, not falling towards Earth, but watching over it. Perhaps somewhere beyond the stars, K-7 had finally made it home. And perhaps it had never forgotten the little girl who chose kindness over fear.